Gundy perhaps envisioning him as Dwight Howard 2.0 in the middle. We'll see if, in fact, Drummond can live up to that.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Perkins. And a switcher also for Detroit. Meeks is checked in.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Irving against Jackson. He dishes it to Monroe. Back to Jackson. Ring shot on the way. And the jumper is on the mark. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but he seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
A nice shot by Irving.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Here's Drummond. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. To the inside, here's Mozgov. Makes it off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
The offensive execution really well done. They got the ball in tight for the high percentage shot.
Feeds it to Meeks. Here's Monroe. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, the Pistons' acquisition of Josh Smith last season put Greg Monroe in a tight spot. Both players, natural power forwards, neither one of them floor spacers, so it really was not a good fit, and that showed in the Pistons' record.
And despite playing in one of the league's most dysfunctional offenses, Greg Monroe remained effective as a scorer, I thought, last season.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. A slight downtick in his numbers, but not surprising given the circumstances you just highlighted. This guy's got a nice mid-range game and does a good job on the offensive glass, too.
Here's Dellavedova, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You gotta run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
The feed now to Monroe. Jackson down low. Monroe, no good. Here's Prince. Keeps it alive. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
James checked in for Mike Miller. Kept alive. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Pistons trail by 16. Jackson kicks to Meeks. He's looking for Prince and finds him. Here's Drummond trying to get open as Monroe. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
From deep, James. Shot is off. And it's Detroit the other way.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Scooped up. Monroe, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 14. James outside. 16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. James with another miss. And here's Jackson. Prince fires. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists here tonight. Now James. And he's good on the 3-ball. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers on top, up by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron, and you obviously have been very productive. How pleased are you with where you're getting the basketball and how you're scoring?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. J.R. Smith out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Drummond sets the screen for Butler. Jennings for 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, the problem was clear for Detroit last year. They just didn't shoot the ball very well, not at the free throw line or from deep, and they just didn't have the floor spacing to be able to run a solid offense.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
You know, and being able to knock down threes and get to the free throw line and make free throws so crucial, especially in how the game is played now. Shooting is so important. No wonder Detroit struggled like they did because they lack perimeter shooting. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Irving against Jennings. He kicks to Jackson. In low to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. You guys mentioned the Pistons' shooting problems last year. It's not an easy fix to do that from within.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can make some tweaks, but shooting is a skill that's pretty static in the NBA. I don't know how they're going to address it this year, but the Pistons must find a way to improve. Well, Kevin Durant, last season's MVP, but LeBron James has won 4 in the last 6 seasons. He's one of only 5 players to ever win that many, and you can bet he'd love to win a few more.
And you remember LeBron James came within 1 vote, one vote of being the league's first ever unanimous MVP back in 2013.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 121 votes. And you know the question was, who did not vote for him? That's a conversation for another time. One sports writer did choose Carmelo Anthony. He said he didn't expect to be the only one. Now he lives in it.
The writer does.
That's exactly right.
And it's Drummond missing.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Pistons trailed by 19. Jennings with the ball. Now Smith defending. Jennings passes to Monroe. There's the dish to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jackson's got 10.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
That drops. And that's 13 points for J.R. Smith.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kendrick Perkins, who's checked in for Mozgov. Miller comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. Jennings against Irving. Jackson dishes to Drummond. There's the killer two-handed slam.
It's a good thing he showed up today because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Irving attacking. Out to Shumpert. Launches it. Craig Monroe with the rebound. Monroe's got 11 rebounds in the game.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Pistons trail by 17. Outside Jennings, and there's the call on Perkins. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Jackson. 10 points for him. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Off target with the open look. Irving with the ball. Now Monroe defending. Can he keep it going? Irving can't hit.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Jennings kicks to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
James wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Cavaliers lead by 18.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Jennings passes to Butler. It's Jennings with the drive and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. Brandon Jennings acquired in a sign and trade by the Pistons last season on a 3-year, $24 million contract.
Jennings probably expecting more in terms of the deal. But look, maybe it was a wake-up call for him. You know, he has not been part of a winning team yet. And generally speaking, you know, stats alone don't get you max contracts. Stats and wins are what do that, and that's what's next for Jennings.
And for Jennings, a quick, explosive athlete at the point. But you talk about how can he improve. He has the physical attributes to become a lockdown defender, but his focus at that end comes and goes. He's got to be more consistent in his focus at that end.
And the other aspect for Jennings, a streaky scorer to this point in his career. A little loose with his mechanics and shot selection, I think a part of it. I think improving his shooting percentages is an area where he needs to get better.
Cleveland leading by 16. Irving from long range. The tray. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Pistons have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Jackson misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Butler against Irving. From deep, James, and that one's good. James has got 11 in the second half.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Moving it up. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
The Pistons have to improve their approach against Shumpert.
He has 8 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back. Back of their minds now too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Perkins. And Jones subbed in for Miller. Jones, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing, guys, defensively, a great job of closing out and blocking shots.
Here's LeBron.
Oh, my goodness, did he use a...